Sonia, the two of us are blessed to represent Dublin. We also have with us Dublin's Mayor Hu, and its Vice Mayor Kadri, as well as members from Indivisible. And I first want to just give you an update on the shutdown. We are approaching the longest shutdown in the history of the 249 years that we've been a country. And as we know, people are going hungry. The people who are responsible for screening our bags at the airport to prevent bombs from getting on planes are not getting paid. Air traffic controllers who are responsible for planes not colliding are not getting paid. And hundreds of thousands of other critical federal employees are not getting paid. And collaterally, our economy will continue to suffer. We simply demand that President Trump convene the leaders of the Congress, that House Republicans show up to work, that we end this Epstein shutdown that has largely been motivated by not wanting to swear in an individual who would be the 218th signature to release the Epstein files and tell us how close Donald Trump was to that notorious child sex trafficker. But here we are. They refuse to work. They refuse to put in place subsidies that will lower health insurance costs. Americans are seeing, and my constituents are feeling, that they will pay 300 to 400% more in their health insurance if these subsidies are not put in place. So House Democrats are ready to work. We show up to work. I go to Washington every single week, and then I come back home because Speaker Johnson refuses to open up the Congress. So it's time to open up the Congress. It's time to open up the government. Too many people are hurting. But Congressman Sonia and I wanted to just update you a little bit on what our offices are doing with these increased presences from ICE in our community. And I first want to say, nobody asked for this. We were promised that we would target the most violent, undocumented immigrants in our community. And if that was the case, I would cosplay with Kristi Noem and put on a Border Patrol uniform and go out there and find these individuals. I'll do anything. And my record as a former prosecutor, I'm not afraid to put away the bad guys. But that's not what they're doing. They are going after hard-working people in our community. They're chasing them through Home Depot parking lots, through vineyards where they're tending to our wineries. They're chasing them through car washes. I have been working on the case of Miguel Lopez, and many people behind me know Mr. Lopez. He came to our country nearly 30 years ago. He worked at 20 vineyards, supported his wife, his 3 children, their grandchildren. One of the children is a senior at a local high school. And earlier this year, when he showed up following the process, following the rules, he was picked up by ICE and sent back to Mexico, a place that is quite unfamiliar to him because he considers himself an American part of our culture. I visited Miguel a couple of weeks ago in Mexico City, and I told him I will continue to fight for him, that people like Congressman Sonia will continue to fight for him, and make sure that if you do work hard and you contribute to our community and you follow the laws, that you will not be targeted by ICE. So our office is working with a number of individuals and tracking cases where people have been targeted in these recent ICE raids. But I also want to say that the masks have to come off.
Yes.
And if you're not going to take them off willingly, in a Democratic majority, I promise you the votes are there to unmask ICE and to have you show your faces. People are being terrorized. Women are being terrorized as they see these masked bandits lawlessly going through our community, snatching people off the streets, out of their cars, mothers with babies, not wearing a uniform, not wearing any identification. It has to stop. You also have to follow state law. And the law in California is to show your face. No other agency, by the way, I'm the son of a cop, a brother of a cop, a former prosecutor, no other agency runs around our community masked and unidentified. And it's really a metaphor for what they're doing. That they are masked literally and also masked figuratively and not telling us anything about who they're rounding up and who they are disappearing. So this will end in a Democratic majority. The votes are there to unmask ICE, to bring more accountability, to use the subpoena power, to have Kristi Noem and Tom Homan and others come before Congress and explain themselves. And I sure hope that they're following the law, because if they are not, the world will know. Accountability is coming. We're a year away from the midterms. It would be better for the country if they did it now. I'm very fortunate to have a partner, not just in representing Dublin, but somebody who is the senior Democratic member of the senior, I emphasize senior Democratic member of the House Ethics Committee, a former state legislator, is a local senator, also a board, who's a member of the Board of Supervisors, my partner, and somebody who's also worked on the issue of will they or won't they in ICE come to Dublin, because we know that has been something that's been on the radar, something that he and I both oppose as far as having a facility that would detain and disappear people from our community. I want to introduce to you Congressman Swalwell.